Всем goodbye. Uh, I am waiting for, yeah. My name is Serj. I am co-founder of DePlan and few more interesting real use cases products. So first of all, thank you very much for coming, because I understand what you are feeling today at the morning after yesterday's parties. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here. And first of all, if you would like to know who I am, just go to my Twitter. And I would like to say this is a real photo with real Tim Cook, so it's not a Photoshop. So a lot of interesting stuff on my X account. Let's talk about onboarding next billion customers. Because on every conference, we hear all these mantras, like we need to onboard next billion customers on chain. We are so early. Just wait for real use case accepts and we will onboard them. But me personally, I think that onboarding problem doesn't exist at all. Let me explain what I mean. Because some people don't understand onboard to what. Onboard to what? To crypto, to NFT, to blockchain, to swap. It's a lot of different terms. The people don't understand. And if you remember the early days of the internet had the same problem. How onboard people to the internet? Because nobody had no idea what the internet is. And it was a lot of nightmare. I am a really old guy, so I remember how it was. Believe me, it was a nightmare. You need to buy a modem. You need to you can compare all these nightmares of the early days of the internet with like seed phrases, understand which chain you should use, which coin you should use, USDT, USDC, etc. And after that, you should, like, after buying modem, you should like make a contracts with your provider internet, buy a computer. So after that, you launch this absolutely ugly, the first version of Netscape Navigator to see that. But one magic thing happened when this website was appeared on the internet. Because in this virtual environment, because people told, where is the internet? It's a display. Where is internet? What is internet? So when people go to this website, they can search any book they want, just put the card number, and tomorrow or after tomorrow, the magic happened. The real box with real book just arrived from this virtual environment. So this is the real value which people realized. So you can use this virtual environment for real stuff. So, and I believe that the only way to how we can onboard people is to deliver unique value, in our case as the industry, which only blockchain and crypto can deliver. So in case of the internet, people were onboarded automatically because they told each other about this magic which happens in this virtual environment. And we need to know and remember this lesson from the early days of the internet. Unique value. Value first, technology follows. So the value first solutions. And when the people see the magic, all your friends and relatives figure out how they, what the modems they should buy, what provider they should choose. They figure it out how it works, what they need to do to touch and to have an access to this magical stuff which called internet. So there are few numbers. That's why, from my point of view, just in 15 years, internet reached like more than 2 billion users from 1905 to 2010. Smartphones as an industry in the same period of time, in 15 years, reached more than 3 billion users. And let's talk about what we as the industry reached in the same 15 years. It's not my slide, it's from the latest A16Z crypto report. As you can see, yeah, in global quantity of crypto owners, it doesn't mean that this is every single is a customer, like a 500 million, but only 5 or 10% of them are active monthly users. So that's what we really achieved in the same period of time, in 50 years in the industry. It's much, much, much smaller than the internet itself or the smartphone itself, but we should understand the crypto, the blockchain already rely on these internet rails, which already built before us, for us. So it seems like we should grow faster. And that because happens because on the internet era, on smartphone era, the people, the builders build painkillers, not vitamins. Because if you build painkillers, you always have a line of people because people need it right now, right here, and they are willing to pay for it. In case of vitamins, maybe you need it, maybe not. Who knows? You don't need it right now, and you are not willing to pay. And so, from my point of view, the only way to onboard non-crypto friends, non-crypto relatives, it's to demonstrate to them this real value that only crypto can deliver. And I think we as the industry should change the narrative from all this speculation and get rich stuff to building some real, which can attract hundreds of millions and billions of customers to the industry, to the crypto. So this is a three very simple rules which we follow. So define a pain point, build a painkiller, and make a business. I will give you example with our two solutions which already follow all these rules. The first calls Subdoor. What problem Subdoor solves? More than 2 billion people around the globe are unbanked. So that means they don't have access to basic debit cards. So that means they can't subscribe, they can't get access to the 99% of the tools on the internet, like different utilities, different applications, because the majority of these applications, these software as a services require cards. But they don't have access, but they want to use these tools to earn more money, to do something more interesting for the world. And we have two options how we can solve this problem for real people which already have this problem. The first is begging SaaS to accept crypto. You know, it's very, very hard to convince some companies, some products, even starting accept crypto. It's very hard. And the second option is to do some hack. And our solution is extremely simple, very stupidly simple. You just pay with USDC, you send USDC to our Subdoor account, and you get virtual card for the same amount of money to subscribe for particular products. So that's why it doesn't require any KYC. You just send USDC, get your card, and immediately can subscribe to any product in the world. This is how it works. You just choose a product, confirm like this transaction with USDC, and get your card, which you can use right now to subscribe to any software as a service in the world. So that's how easy you can find a way how to solve real pain points for more than 2 billion customers. And trust me, majority of them were not familiar with crypto before this product. By the way, for now you get a card, but in the nearest future, if you are familiar with this stuff like operator in ChatGPT, in this case, this AI agent will make subscription for you. So that means you even will not see the card itself. You just send 10 USDC. It goes behind the scenes in this browser in the cloud to the product you want to subscribe to, and subscribe for you with all these card details. That's how you can use AI with crypto in a real use cases world. And this is result, we didn't do any marketing. We even have like our account was suspended by X like in the first days when we launched. So this is a true word of mouth. No exceptions, like from people to people, from person to person, and people from more than 35 countries already subscribe to more than 70 products using our solution. One more time, no marketing, no promotion, just word of mouth, because this solution solves their real pain point. I want to subscribe to ChatGPT, but I can't because I don't have access to basic banking. In our solution, everyone can. So we believe we can make world more equal, because equality is a very important part of modern life. And I every day I got a lot of feedbacks, a lot of testimonials from our customers from all over the world. I especially made this screenshot with our conversation with Ari, because Ari is here today from Venezuela. Let's applause. Can I invite you to tell maybe a few words about Subdoor as the real customers? May I ask you for a mic for Ari, please? Welcome Ari to the stage. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, as Serj just mentioned, I'm from Venezuela, where we don't have a great bank system, just to put in a name. So Subdoor has been for me a real solution. I was able to purchase all those subscription I use for everyday things like create content, CapCut, Claude, whatever, ChatGPT, Canva, everything. And it's just easy as I'm a little bit nervous. But yeah, it's as easy as go to Subdoor, copy your wallet address that they give you, and send some USDC. That's it. It's just easy.
You
Yeah.
see, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your feedback. Thank you very much. And it's what drives us every day. These real people from real world around the world, which just say thank you without even asking about that. That's what blockchain can really deliver. And trust me, when people see opportunity like that, they figure it out how to work with seed phrases, how to understand what blockchain they should choose, what exchanges are for. They understand how it works because they need this solution which can solve the real problems right here, right now. It's the same stuff like you should to understand what is the modem, how it works, how it connect to dial-up your phone line, how to choose provider, etc. It's the same difficulties, the same problems and nightmares, but people, if they need, if they solve problem, if it delivers 10x better user experience, they will figure it out because people are smart. And of course, solution like that provide different business models out there, not classic Web3 approach. In the case of Subdoor, our customers don't pay any additional fee. If you have a subscription for $10, you pay $10 because we found out this model. It's very easy. Everyone knows what are the affiliate programs, yeah? And for example, Notion pays you 20% of the revenue of subscribers. Figma 30% and $54 for each customer. The CapCut 35% of recurring commission. And because our customers, for them, the only way how they can subscribe to that products, our solution, we can earn all that money from them without charging any fee from our customers. So you can find different business models beyond Web3 classic approaches. Our second product, we already talked about it on other conference, so I just talk about it just a few minutes. It's about subscription as well, but in this case, you can buy credits, credit by credit without subscription. So you can just buy one credit for this particular AI agent or for that. So, and why this is important and why this solution can work only with crypto, because you can't charge customer for 10 cents or 8 cents, for example, via existing payment rails or existing solutions like Stripe, for example, because the minimal is the 50 cents, 30 cents of that money goes to Stripe immediately. So the system which can only work with crypto, because these nano payments are possible only with crypto. So just imagine if you don't need 200 credits from some AI agent, you can just buy a few credits which you really need, and it makes possible through blockchain and crypto, and it solves real problem, because if you don't need like 200 credits, you can buy 5. So thank you very much for your attention. I think I can explain our approach, and I tried to energize you. I tried to make you feel so the crypto and blockchain can be useful, can solve real world problems for the real customers in the real world. If we really want to onboard next billion customers, you have seen the numbers. Yeah, numbers are not so good. So if we really want to onboard this next billion customers, we should focus on real pain points and build painkillers for these customers, painkillers which only possible with blockchain. Thank you very much. Have a great Crossroads.